Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's September 4th, 2021, and I made a video in the past on our Dixie chopper. This is a 2002 72-inch Dixie chopper that I've had since 2003. It was brand new. It was manufactured in 2002, and it was their, I believe, their largest commercial Dixie chopper that they have, and I fell in love with it when I got it. I love that it's stainless steel. I love the horsepower. I think with the tuned exhaust on this Dixie chopper, it's 27 horsepower, dual fuel tanks on them that are interlocked together. Super heavy duty deck. It is belt driven, both for driving the hydraulic pump and for driving the deck. This last year I've had some challenges with it. I've replaced the electric starter in the fall, the one spindle over here in the fall, and a pulley, another spindle and a pulley here, two other tensioner pulleys, and I had some electrical problems with it as well. Relay switches, contact and all, and had all that all set, and so it was down quite a bit this season, where it was really a hassle taking care of the lawns. And then recently it just has not been performing with the optimal horsepower. I'm not sure what it is. It may have to do with the electric switch that I put in. But I just ran out of time doing all the things that I've been doing around here. So I ended up ordering this last week, on Monday, this last week, or this week, depending how you look at it, a new Kubota, since I've had some pretty good experience with the Kubotas and all. And so that's what I'm going to show you now. I haven't completely given up on this machine yet. It really breaks up the branches and woody material and chops things up so well. It's extra heavy duty. It's got lots of horsepower if I can get this thing to run back to the way that it was. It is taking up extra space in here because it is a large machine, but let's go out and take a look at the machine that was delivered yesterday, which is a Kubota ZD1211 with side discharge. So it's zero turn and diesel is what this tractor is. And I did pull up my spec sheet here. So it's, let me see here. In length, it's 93.7 inches long, or 2,380 millimeters. With the ROPS up, the height is 1,640 millimeters, or 78.7 inches. And I've got the ROPS down now so that I can get underneath all the trees in the food forest. It is, the width is 85.5 inches with that side chute that says do not remove, but I think I may end up removing this side chute, discharge chute on it. Let me see what else. 72-inch cutting. The hydraulic lift for the deck, which is real nice, and it cuts between 1 inch and 5 inches in height. And it is a 3-cylinder diesel, 24.8 horsepower, 68 cubic inches, and it's a hydrostatic transmission. So, and the front wheels are, solid rubber wheels. The front axle actually shifts back and forth. And this interesting about this front axle, you lift this up and you switch this pin to here and the other pin over here, and this is a jack. So when you want to work on the blades and all, you can raise the deck up without getting jacks on it and all. So that's really nice. Instructions right here. I just put, did I get just about 8 hours, I think, on it just now, my first cutting. It's got a digital display over here. So 7.9 hours are what I have on it. So it's got the idiot lights on it. Shows I've just about used a full tank of fuel to do almost 8 hours of mowing here. The seat is super comfortable, very adjustable. everything on this is pretty quick and easy access as well. One thing I really like about this, it's really heavy duty deck, welded nicely. The blades I haven't had off yet. I'll end up buying another set of blades so that I can have at least 2 pairs of blades, so I can sharpen one set and then switch the blades out like I've always done with the Dixie chopper. This foot switch here is for raising the deck. This one is for lowering the deck. If you want to adjust the height of the cutting, you raise the deck up all the way up. Then you turn this knob, and this is the indicator right here. And what you're trying to do, like I've got it at 3.5 inches in height right now. You can go always up to 5 or 1 inches if you're cutting a greens on a golf course. This is the throttle right here, ignition switch here, and this is the direct the drive shaft to, or 3-point hit. Yes, it is a PTO driven deck, so that's super nice. Super cushiony seat. Let's see, seat goes up. Really interesting way that that this unit is. So you can see the universal joint down here. Hopefully you can see it with a grease fitting here, and it feeds to the deck down below. They're super wide belts that operate the blades, the spindles on this lower deck. Really nice. This is the, I'm going to call it a transaxle that pumps the hydraulic fluid and also drives the drive shaft. Over here is the engine, the three-cylinder 24.8 horsepower engine. Really nice. Runs smoothly, starts like a piece of cake. Here's one fuel tank here, diesel fuel tank there as well. They're both connected, so you can see both diesel fuel filters right here, and there's one more diesel fuel filter on the other side. Cup holders, I haven't used any of those yet. Real easy to clean and maintain, real easy to grease all of the components in here. Has seatbelt on it as well. Easy access to get to the gearbox and the PTO shaft here as well. Can grease all of these fittings real easy. It's hard to see right here. There's grease fittings on all of these pulleys. You can step on the deck just about any place except for these plastic areas, and you can grease the spindle right here through the opening. But as debris gets in here and could get between the belt and all, real easy to just take the leaf blower and blow out any debris in here. Again, the 2 fuel filters here. So a very nice mower. I'm going to give it a full 5 stars or an A, but I'm not going to give it an A+. The one thing that there are only a couple things that I think could be better on this. The first thing is, I don't like this this discharge chute here, and it says do not remove on it, but I don't know if I'll hook a strap up to hold it up, because that takes up space and that adds, you know, another foot trying to get in between objects. The other thing that I think could be better is, well, one thing the Dixie chopper has, it has the ability to really chop up. If I'm limbing trees, chopping and dropping, I run over some of the 2-inch, apple tree cuttings and all, that would chop it right up almost like a wood chipper. This one doesn't do that at all. The way that the blades are stationed in here, the heft and design of the deck, it just isn't made for that. But it is an outstanding machine. our circumstances here, our ground, I'm always running my heavy equipment around in here. It's very rocky, the ground undulates a lot. This front end articulates to smooth out the ride. The weight of the machine is fantastic, and I didn't think I'd like these, I'm going to call them low profile rubber wheels here, but they give you a pretty good ride. And with the weight of the machine, the way that it's set up, it gets excellent traction. Much better than the Dixie chopper with those balloon-like, almost aeronautical tires on the Dixie chopper. So these really give me fantastic traction, much less of a chance of getting stuck with this machine than the Dixie chopper, so I believe thus far. It runs extremely smoothly. It's extremely comfortable. There are multiple places you can get your legs in position. Oh, it does have a brake system here, a parking lock brake, so when you put it down, you can have it locked in. I love the hydraulic lift for the mowing deck. That's absolutely fantastic. What else about it? Even though it's less horsepower, this one's 24.8 horsepower compared to the 27 horsepower on the Dixie chopper. This seems to do very, very well, because my grass was anywhere between 8 inches and 24 inches tall with all the weeds, and the stringers sticking up sometimes 3 foot high for some of the weeds, the flower heads and all, and seed heads. So this did an extremely good job. There are only a couple places that I had to go over the same area twice. I can bog it down with some of the heavy-duty thick stuff, especially when that stuff is like 18 inches tall, and it's got lots of moisture in it. So that can be a bit of an issue, but not a problem. Battery compartments right here as well. The design, construction, fantastic. I think it looks sharp as well. I would like it to be just even a little bit lower, but just because going through our food forest, I can't have the ROPS up at all, because I'm taking off limbs to the apple trees and all as I'm going through, and I still have to duck because of for ease of picking the fruit from the trees. Works well. The one thing I really don't like so much is this side discharge chute, so I'll be thinking about it. If anybody else has one of these Kubota ZD1211s, and what have you done? Have you modified? Are there any other modified side discharge chutes? I'd be interested in finding out. Looks real easy to access all of the grease zerks. I think this is going to be a pleasure to work with. I've had the Dixie chopper for 19 years or 18 and a half years now, and it has worked very, very well, very dependable. And Kubotas have a great name. I was interested in getting the ZD1211, which is, I think, 30.5 or 30.8 horsepower, but it has a diesel particulate filter, which I didn't mind. But when I called a couple of the dealerships, each one of them told me they weren't selling them, that they were concerned with challenges that people were reportedly having with the DPF filters. So I don't know any more than that, than just hearing those comments from 2 different dealers. One was Blazy's in Palmyra, New York, where I bought this, and they're a great dealer. I bought several pieces of equipment, but 3 Kubota tractors. One, this mower, Thea's B2601 compact tractor, and I still have another tractor coming, the L6060 Grand. So this thing works fantastic so far. Again, I only have 7.9 hours on it. Went through about one tank of fuel, which is about under 13 gallons in total, but really thick, heavy grass. And I think that's about all that I've got to say about this piece of equipment so far. I still love the Dixie chopper. Parts are getting to be more expensive, and trying to find somebody who's knowledgeable and willing to work on a Dixie chopper is damn near impossible. And with Kubotas, you've always got the ability to get these machines worked on. So if you have any questions or any suggestions, or if you have Kubota zero-turn mowers, or you have a different zero-turn mower that you'd like to share, please put it below. I am still very interested in the Ego, I believe it's 42-inch zero-turn motor and mower, and that's the electric one. I have their chainsaw and their weed whacker. I love both of those so far. I'll do a review on those when I get the opportunity. But I just wanted to share this new Kubota tractor. I think it's awesome so far. I'm hoping next year Theo will be doing some mowing on it, and hopefully I can get the Dixie chopper fixed so we're not spending so many hours doing some of the basic maintenance around here. The other thing I'm interested in, if anyone knows of any attachments, because I've always wanted to design a weed whacker head that can go right off to the side here to weed whack under fences. Oh, and I almost forgot this. If you look at this, one of the things I really do like about this design, you see the wheel here on the right hand side is the driver sitting here. You could see that the mower actually cuts just to the outside edge of where the wheel tracks here. You look at the tracks on this side, on the left-hand side of the driver, you could see that the deck actually cuts out a ways. So with the appropriate fencing, this really would make it quite easy to get underneath the fencing and mow underneath it. I find it really nice and easy to mow around trees and all. It's just the width with that darn deflector there, the guard there. So that's it. So if you found this video of value, please give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and by all means, folks, stay safe and take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye now.